Okay, hi guys, this is Kim. I am here to do a reading, and I will put the time that the reading actually starts. This first part is something that is a little bit new, is something that I'm going to try to incorporate every now and then, is some creative channeling. And so this stuff it's really about being vulnerable and sharing my healing experience with everyone. So the messages that I get are, I assume, from my higher self. So this is creative channeling, and hopefully you get something from the channel messages too. Okay. And I will get better at presenting it too. So this just came as an idea. So I'm going to read it kind of. Okay, so the first part was, what if you knew that there was no energy to save or no energy to hold on to? What if you knew there was nothing to lose? What if you knew this energy was always here? It was here for all eternity. You, human, are witnessing the matter. Currently, the stuff that really matters in the created, it's only created in this now moment. This is all the stuff that literally matters. And I feel like there's some kind of, by the way, some kind of key to that too. But, okay, so then I have, we are part of that energy constantly pulling on the past and future ethers while constructing and reconstructing in this now moment. What literally matters is always changing. We like everything to be now, because truly that is our energy state of being. And then here was like my main advice from my higher self was, change is needed to break some of unhealthy patterns. Something as small such as picking up different songs to play during the day can have a very big effect on what you create. And then it goes on saying, these changes, part of them that would be really important would be more silence. More times for silence allows for you to get in tune with your actual vibration and be able to separate it from, okay, this is mine, this is external, kind of, because the energy is always moving back and forth. It just makes you very aware. Then ultimately you know if you need to raise your vibration up, or if there's something that is around that is a cause for any kind of low vibration. So I said the energy that you feel is constantly moving. However, please not to judge this energy as good or bad. Remember that this is a human perspective, and that we all know by now there's no one right or correct way. It's more like I can't have one without the other. In this sense, this is this perspective of duality. It's allowing for choices, and it's allowing for changes to appear like they are separate or going in some kind of order. But what if there were no lists? What if there was no ranking? What if there was nothing above or under? It's hard, but it's interesting to take that perspective outside of the human being and imagine, could you imagine from a different perspective, not a different consciousness. But anyway, okay, I will digress. But I have that we are not separate. We are all one and the same, part as the whole, and we're always complete. Things are seemingly separate from that human perspective. So try thinking here, like I said, of the perspective that's not filtered through our human brains. What would that look like? What would the non-duality be? I have that the mind allows us to alter the matter in this now moment and that is where the matter exists. And I'm thinking past, present, future in a sense. So I have, remember here too, when you're dealing with these emotions, that the not to judge part, and then the part that they are all your emotions are part of your divine design, equally important, completing an experience. So when you sit in silence, these emotions, especially for the first few times of doing it, can be really overwhelming. Especially if you avoid feeling things or keep stuff bottled up inside. The energy has to go somewhere, and that's where if it doesn't get released, it can even manifest as a physical symptom. A lot of us have stomach issues and or pains that we feel due to like this energy. So when you feel low down or stuck in a rut, that's when change is crucial. That's when contracts change, characters change, even settings tend to change. The divine plan is altered in a very sacred way. Free will. Because of this free will, duality can exist, and it appears with these choices. And as you know, choices resemble change, and change is what is needed to break some patterns. So let's see. Then what else do I have? Okay. I think that might be it. Okay, so from the human perspective, the non-duality. Okay, duality allows your experience to seem separate. Yeah, though we are not actually separate. From this one non-duality, it is one of the most all-inclusive theories that very few people understand, or from the human perspective is hard to understand, because the whole experience is about separate. So seemingly separate is for experience's sake. What I do for the sake of you, and vice versa. Whatever you do, you're doing here for the sake of me. We are all actually living for one another every day that we exist. So that's take one grain of sand away from this picture, and everything would dissolve. So in that sense, it's just saying how important it is for us to have each other. Okay. And I think that's it. Okay. Yeah, I think that's about it. So that was 8 minutes. That's kind of long, but I mean, the main point was to kind of explain or rationalize to myself the need for change, being vulnerable, allowing change to come in, and viewing those very small things every day as huge, important steps from our perspective to get everything else to start changing. And that is the channeled message. So I hope you like that. I know that was a little bit long, but and I might start making just separate videos of these and this only. So that's what I've got though. So here for your reading, without further ado. Hi there, signs of Libra. This is Kim here to do a next 48-hour reading. Hope you enjoyed the first part. So let's get into this reading. This is going to be focusing on breaking a pattern, or finding out what the breakthrough is. And what that pattern is, Spirit will let us know by the cards. So that's nice. Be Spirit, sweet results await. I saw, caught my eye. And that sage is still burning just a little bit. Messages for Libra. Asking their spirit guides, their angels to join us, their spirit team for these messages. Here we go. First message is from an oracle deck. Spirit oracle, spirit animal oracle. Pick Spirit. Use your mind wisely. And on the bottom, I have 35, Koala Spirit. Spirit has a plan. When pigs can fly, it has wings too. So 47, love that number. 47, pig spirit, use your mind wisely. Okay. Okay. So reminding me of these chess pieces. Just for some reason, reminding me of these chess pieces. What is this? Imprisonment. Oh, imprisonment in this deck. This is the Kipper deck, and it is the Osho Zen Tarot blended. And when I get imprisonment, I'm really thinking that there's a lot of eight of swords energy there, or present. So yeah, okay, we're gonna get as much information as we can. So that means feeling trapped, and this is, I would think, use your mind to feel untrapped. Yeah. Okay, so here's the pattern. Poverty and unexpected income. A 10 in the middle of those, if you think about it. 27 is unexpected income, and then 37 is poverty. And then you have 47, pig spirit. Wow. Something is going in the right order for you. And there's also, though, this pattern that it feels very much so like if you put your mind to it, you can predict that there is some kind of pattern that has to do with the getting of the money and then how it's being used. I feel like it's saying use money wisely too. Use money wisely too. False person. Give me something else for the pattern so we can have a little bit more information on the pattern here. Why do we have false person? That's interesting. False person. Oh, okay. 9 of Swords is coming out. That energy is it's an energy that doesn't know what to do. It's an energy that feels helpless. I'm wondering why this false person is linked to this poverty, but it is. It is. Giving money to people or to someone. What's the challenge? And there's that. To free yourself. To free yourself from feeling like you're obligated to give to somebody else. Or freeing yourself. The challenge is to not feel guilty. Like, I don't know if somebody's asking for... All right, let's get something else. Something else on the challenge. So moving out of your own limitations. Sometimes there's more limits than what it is that than what's really out there, or there's something that we're making bigger than what it is. I have 33 in the reverse, concern, and then I have 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. So that with 29, imprisonment in reverse. Is something that has been a pattern that runs through your family, or is some kind of trend. There's someone around, I feel like, that has a lack of concern for your money, or is not helping in a situation, or is not helping out in a situation. You're not hearing good things. What is up with this reading? You're not hearing good things. Or somebody is telling you, somebody's telling you lies to get you to lend them money, or telling you different reasons or false reasons as to why they need it. Not really concerned if they're using someone. I know that sounds horrible, but that's what I'm getting. I'm sorry. The Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody doesn't want to help anymore. Somebody doesn't want to help anymore because of all of the lies and the antics regarding why somebody needs money. The Chariot as part of the challenge too. So it feels like something needs to be completed. You also have the World on the bottom. So something needs to be completed here. And this is something that's gone on for a very long time, maybe through generations. I don't know. Maybe through generations. Use your mind wisely. Yeah, the Chariot brings in Cancer energy. We have Gemini energy, Libra and Aquarius. Tell me about the breakthrough then. What's Libra's breakthrough going to be with this situation? What's Libra's breakthrough going to be with this person or with this situation? I have community. Is your breakthrough? So what this means to me is that there is somebody in your community that points something out to you. And I think that the breakthrough is you should believe when you're hearing more than one person tell you. Okay. That this is a false person, or that somebody, this is a pattern that somebody is just kind of taking something off of you. Tell me more about the breakthrough. It's so that you can, there's somebody in your community that's trying to, or maybe many in your community, which I could think of this as like a community of friends possibly. They're trying to help you see clearly. Feeling like some kind of emotion is very strong, and so therefore it's going to take an outside point of view to notice that something's kind of going on here. I feel like somebody's lying about what they need, either need money for or that they need it. Just period. I don't know, but that's what's coming. Because when I think about the pig, the pig spirit's coming off to me as like rationalizing of why somebody would tell you certain things or why they would act a certain way with you. Okay, so tell me about what's your power. Libra, I got Pisces coming into my mind too, but Libra energy, tell me about, okay. I have Thief in the reverse as your power. Maybe this is because of working hard for things. Be careful not to take something that you feel like is not yours, like being very open and honest about possession and about what is yours. A lot of this is about possession and what is yours. Great fortune in the reverse. Give me something else. I gotta have something else here because there's... Tell me more about Thief and Great Fortune. I have House and the Empress energy. I have House and the Empress energy. So like when you have Thief in the reverse, it's not like, I feel like you give a whole lot, okay? I feel like you give a whole lot. And that is like that's wonderful in the sense that your power is something about what you can create. House, motherly energy with the Empress. But there's something that's causing like a leak in fortune. And it's due to lies and a false person here. And the challenge is like, how to get you more concerned about this. You know what, Libra? I feel like you're dealing with somebody else's pattern more so than yourself. And sometimes these readings are, I mean, the energies can be vice versa. So maybe, right? What is the outcome? What's the outcome? Main female in the reverse. I feel like this is related to a false person. I'll just be very honest. I feel like it's saying your outcome is that when you use your mind wisely, you can pick out who is not telling you the exact truth. And so the main female in the reverse. There's the Ten of Swords in the reverse. The Ten of Swords in the reverse is when we're absolutely just done with something to the point that we've had a rebirth from something that was very, very painful. It's like a rebirth, like you start everything new with this person, and then it goes back to, the pattern comes back to, okay, now I'm worried. I don't know how to help this person. Like they're reborn. They say that they're this and that. And then here we go. And we go back to the same drawing board. Let's go ahead and get advice, and then I will get more on the outcome. Let's get something for advice, please, Spirit. Let's get something for our lovely Libras for advice here in their Leo season. Gift. See, I thought it had to do with somebody giving things. Don't give away any. I actually was told this once. Don't give anything. Don't lend anybody anything unless you would already consider that you could give it to them. If you're in that position where lending something to someone would put you in a bad position, if they didn't pay you back, then I was always told, then don't lend. Money. Something needs to be put to rest. We have the coffin. That's part of your advice. Man. This could be a friend, it doesn't have to be a romantic person either, by the way. Wow. Okay, continuing your advice is what this is. Official person, 22. Somebody's well-respected, decorated, meaning many achievements in their life. Doesn't necessarily have to be here on Earth that they have lots of decorations they're wearing. This person's just really achieved a whole lot. Maybe you're getting advice. I feel like you're putting something to end that, looking back, you're like, yeah, that was probably a bad decision. Giving something to someone or just having that much trust in something. And then here's the pathway. And here's the pathway. Is your advice. So the end of the end of you trying to work with somebody else that is obviously not telling you the truth and obviously comes back to the same pattern each time. That is something that feels like it's going to be that's going to happen. Or that it's advice. If you do what you feel is right. Tell me more about the breakthrough. Who is this community that is trying to help you see something clear? Also, your breakthrough is a community that is focused on sobriety. There we go. That it's like I started channeling more messages, and it's like, well, there's the answer. There it is. For most, that is the answer. Helping you to stand in your own authority, and I feel like this Emperor is coming up to say, yeah, you need to stand up to some false people that aren't there taking good care of themselves, that aren't going to be helping you see clearly your inner authority and how things need to really be. These are people that have their head on straight. I'm just talking like my grandma now. She used to talk like that. So people that have their head on straight, these are people that are focused on seeing things for what they are and trying to help one another, because they've all been through some hard times too. The Emperor has fought many fights, won many battles, and truly knows the right strategy going forward, and also knows how to stand up for themselves. You know, the Emperor can look around and say, well, you might be a master, but I know that I've also mastered all of that stuff and more. So this Emperor is like the official person, like your advice. You're being asked to live through your higher self, and see things clearly, so that, one, you don't get used or abused or taken from or taken advantage of. All right, so this Thief in the reverse and the Great Fortune in reverse could be remnants of a time where things were bad and that things had to totally turn around, from losing a whole lot to whatever that is, like turning everything completely around 100%. Tell me about this main female with the outcome. Give me more information on the outcome. Spirit. Spirit. All right, Spirit. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. One of the more like courageous cards. It's the action of, well, standing up for, maybe even advocating for. The Seven of Wands is also like Leo energy. Well, the Leo energy is really strong in it. It has to do with standing up for yourself. For some reason, it's coming across more as this is you as an example to somebody else. Tell me more about the Seven of Wands. Maybe this person's on the defensive. They have regrets. Five of Cups. This is the disappointment, the things that fell. Looking back, having regrets, staying in this kind of heavy energy. It feels like it's staying a little bit too long in that heavy energy. So give me more on the Five of Cups. Because the goal of the Five of Cups is to focus on the two cups that you have. You know, and there's the Four Cups. And what is that people say? I digress. And your whole reading started off with these numbers, 27, 37, 47, going in this order of, yeah, everything's going in a good order, like you're ascending. This energy is like, no, you'll be going backwards. I feel like it's saying if you stand up for this person or advocate for someone that at this point, is still kind of in the Five of Cups energy. And something's really wanting to be created. Page of Wands, Three of Wands, King of Wands, creating with others, expansive, growth. This is not growth. This is going backwards. All right, so yeah, that's what I've got for you all. I hope that gives you enough. Look, I offer private readings. If you need something that's more private, then I could get more specific on things, but we're going to leave it at that for the moment. Libra. Libra. Doesn't surprise me that wisdom has come out because of where you've been and where you're ascended to, where you have ascended to. Wisdom, to focus on the past is to lose the future. Heed advice from an older person, which will allow you to move on. Sexuality, existing relationships could find new passion and heightened sexual attraction. Opportunities for marriage are good, and a good family life are strong. But if single, beware, temptation could lead to trouble. A child will also bring great joy. Then I have assert yourself, go for what you want. The time is right for soulmate connections. birth of a child is also likely. Yep. So that's what I've got, and I'm sending you much love and light for your day. Thanks so much for viewing me. Please hit that like button and subscribe. Hit the notification bell and come back when you have the next reading. Bye.